I'm actually having fun here. I haven't broken anything yet, so that's a good sign. You get the point. So let me explain, James. This is what's happening. This is the good of spirit. This is the good in our lives. We want to manifest it so that we can see it's already there. It's always been there, right? What we want to do is we want to create it in our lives. Now, we can do the sucking process and try to draw it in by just claiming it, and that's not an unnatural way to do it, but you get more. You get more when you give more. You get more when you put more into the system that's going to give you more. And that's where this thing goes. That's where this thing takes us. Is that if we are generous in our lives, life will reflect that into us, coming back to us. It's a natural law. It works in this thing called siphoning. I can't help this. It works in siphoning, and it works in every other element of our lives. That's just fun. Okay, so the point of this is that when we are generous, we get more in life. How are you being generous in your life? How are you flowing out? Because by flowing out, you're priming the system. There is no pump. There's just the ability. Now, as again, we can treat and know that all this wonderful stuff is coming into our lives, and stuff will come into our lives. But if we are demonstrating by flowing out of our lives in a joyous way, every time we pay a bill, every time we do a kind deed, every time we say thank you, every time we support life by showing life who we are, we get more back. It works constantly and consistently, without exception. This is how it works. And I have learned this lesson. So my task in life is to be as open and generous as I know how to be. Not that I think that makes me a better person. That's not what I'm going for. I want to be a more present person, a more conscious person, a more effective person in living a full, rich, abundant life. And I do that by flowing out and knowing with absolute certainty that my good is mine, and it is coming and is in my life already. Because it's not somewhere else. It's right here. It's always been here. That's true for me. It's true for you. So that's my work. So, using that as my work, there are things that I do. I visit other centers and I support them. And it's more than just me. It's this position that I hold that causes them to pay attention. It's not me. I'm not better in life than anyone else. I just walk in and say, well, I'm the president of this organization. And they go, what do you want us to know? And they listen. It's quite amazing. So I get to support groups in that way. I treat for, the same way I treat for you as members and hold you in consciousness, I do that for other communities and my colleagues. And the thing that I'm working on right now is that I'm on a quest of calling every single senior minister in our movement and talking to them about flow and making sure that we're all on the same page. And it's been a very effective process. And so what happens when I do that? My life gets full. It's rich. It's wonderful. For example, let's find that whole thing. We got another letter this week. It's a little wet now, but that's okay. I can still read it. It says, Dear Dr. John, on behalf of the Science of Mind Foundation, Board of Directors, and Tithe Committee, I am pleased to have the opportunity to inform you of the board's decision to provide a tithe to Center for Spiritual Living Asheville in the amount of $2,857. We hope that this tithe will help your center replenish needed supplies and equipment, as well as help restore a sense of healing at your center. It is our belief that by supporting your center in this significant way, the foundation is supporting the increase of awareness and understanding of the philosophy of science of mind for our world now and for the future. In partnership, Lynn Thomas, Executive Director, Science of Mind Foundation. It is nice. It is nice to be acknowledged and supported. It is the truth of who we are is that we are in that dynamic flow as a community. So as this mortgage thing it resolves and moves into a different state, that impacts and it reflects on all of us and how we live our lives, how we open to that possibility in every aspect of our lives, where we find our personal healings and live the life we came here to live, be the ones we came here to be. That is our work. That's what this has all been about. And this is the place where we learn how to do it. We learn how to do it together. We learn how to do it by supporting one another, believing in one another, and by sharing with one another. The sharing in this community is awesome. It's amazing the way so many of you support this community with your tithes, with your financial support. And I know in our commitment program, we always have more than the amount that was committed. Now, does that mean every single person in the commitment program keeps that and makes that exact amount? No, not at all. It means that many people who have made that choice to support this community are so blessed in doing that they get more and more, and they keep getting more and more. So we always have more than enough. So that's the gift. It's not, I will never tell you we need your money. We don't need your money. We joyously and gratefully accept your money so that we can grow, so that you can grow, so that we can all do this together. And that's what we're in the midst of right now. And Barbara's called us to a higher level, to not only look at our flow out, but to look at how we function in the world, how we're doing on forgiving, about being clear of who we are, not being in judgment, to get rid of some of those things that were on that awful list that I shared with you early on, that we all have to look at. So I invite you in your life to look at where you're not flowing. Don't do it critically. Do it as an opportunity to see who you are in the light of Spirit, to see the truth of who you are, and to live from that truth. We'll all get better. We'll all do more wonderful things in the world with our clarity and with our love. And I want you to know I do love you so much and so grateful that you'll let me play here on stage. And that we keep having a good time. God bless you all. Thank you.